Right, can everyone hear me okay? Because now I can't hear you. Oh, good. Awesome. Well, guys, thanks for coming back for more. I'm really excited to be here again. I had a really lovely time yesterday after sending all my teachers in and making them do all the work for the last, I don't know, 6 or 8 weeks that we've been going now. It was finally my turn, and I have to say that I'm actually really, really happy to be here. Give me a few seconds while I fiddle around. So today I thought I'd continue on from the class from yesterday. So yesterday we did the warm-up dance, we did the air, the water and the wood. So we did a whole stream of dances, which was really lovely to do them continually, because, you know, obviously I think that's one of the best ways to get the benefits of doing Wu Tao is doing them as a dance meditation. So you're doing them in the sequence, which was really lovely, and I definitely enjoyed it, and I hope you guys did too. So what I thought we'd do today is do the fire dance, followed by the earth dance, and then I'm going to teach you a little bit of surrender, because I know some of you may not have done that dance for a long time. Some of you may not even know it at all. So I thought I'd spend a little bit of time just explaining what surrender is all about, and then I'll teach you a little bit of the dance. So we'll spend a bit of time teaching the dance. So I think that would be fun. What do you reckon? Okay? Cool, good. So I thought what we'll do is we'll get straight up and do the fire and the earth in the sequence. For those of you who haven't done too much Wu Tao before, I'll just give you a really quick overview of those two dances and the elements, so you know what they're about, and then we'll just do them in the sequence. So I'm not going to teach them as such, we're just going to follow and pick them up, because I'm thinking that most of you have done them at some point in time. But for those of you who are new, the fire dance works on 4 meridians all connected to the heart. So the most important meridian out of the 4 is the heart meridian. And the other 4 is there's a small intestine meridian, which is the yang component of the heart and the small intestine meridian correspondences. And then we've also got the triple heater and the heart constrictor, also called the pericardium. So I'm just going to show you the positions where we get the meridians. So the most important meridian is this one. Just watching my hand. Okay, this is where the heart meridian comes all the way from the armpit up to the little finger. So you want to open the hand as much as you can to get the heart meridian. So this is the most important meridian. Okay, the small intestine, you bring the arm across to your shoulder and you just drop your body slightly forwards, and that's going to open up the small intestine, stimulate the flow of the small intestine, which goes to the little finger on the outside of the arm. If you can see, sorry. On the outside of the arm. Okay, so in the dance we do these 4 positions. We go up to here, straight up, and this one is the heart protector, or the pericardium meridian, and that runs up the arm to this finger. Not like that, that. Okay, so this is the position we do first. Then we cross down to the heart, then we drop down to the shoulder, and this is where we stimulate the triple heater meridian, and then we drop forward a little bit and we crunch in a little bit, and that stimulates the small intestine. Okay, so they're the 4 meridians. Most important is the heart. Now in Chinese medicine, the heart houses the spirit, okay? And all the other meridians and organs are working to make sure that the heart can stay grounded, the spirit can stay grounded in the heart, okay? Because that's really important. It's like the spirit is your essence, your consciousness. So the heart needs a calm place to rest. It needs to be undisturbed by emotional tension, and it needs the correct supply of blood through the body. So all those other meridians, which I'm not going to go into right now, are all working to make sure that the heart and the spirit can stay grounded in the heart, okay? So in the dance, we do this movement quite a lot. We brush through the channels. We go like that. And what you're actually doing is you're brushing through that heart constrictor meridian. There's a point in here called the langar, and you're brushing away everything that disturbs the peace of your heart. So what that does is when you release the burdens that are constricting your heart, you can get a sense of your calm spirit. Now your spirit, it's always there, but physically, if your body's not if you've got a lot of emotional disturbance, or you've got a lot of anxiety, you won't be able to feel that sense of self. Okay, so it's not like it's literally gone somewhere, but you can often get a sense of disconnection. So your spirit can tend to hang around here rather than being really grounded in the body. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So that is really the core energy and purpose when we do the fire dance, is to shed, to free up your body, your spirit, of anything that's disturbing you, the emotional disturbance, so that you can get a sense of feeling yourself, okay, and remembering who you are at the centre. And that is really a sense of peaceful, radiant connection. So that's the hard element. So we do the dance. There's lots of spinning. I'm not going to go into it now, but that's the core of the dance. So once we've done that, then we can really come into the earth element. I'm just bobbing down now. If you could see my position on my feet, I'm standing in 5th position for you, Jan. So once we've done that and we know who we are, then we can move into really getting a sense of trust and gratitude. And of course, that's what the earth dance is all about. And really the earth dance is where it all comes together in terms of Wu Tao, because that is where we have such a sense of trust and support from the earth and understand that life is always there for us, that we can just move through whatever is happening in our lives with a sense of gratitude. And I always say, if you can't get to gratitude, then just move into acceptance. Okay, because I know sometimes life presents us with very difficult situations. And if you can't get to gratitude, that's fine. Just move into acceptance, knowing that whatever you are going through is a gift. It's a gift for you, it's a gift for me, for all of us, to grow. That's it. I mean, that's really our purpose for being here, I think, is to grow and expand and become more of who we are in terms of our divine self. So when we do the earth dance, it's just a sense of giving thanks. We do the dance to each of the directions east, north, west, south, and we can do it giving thanks. Thank you for everything I'm receiving right now, whatever that may be. So even with this whole coronavirus, everything that's coming to you surrounding that, whether that be concern, worry about other people getting sick, yourself getting sick, there's a multitude of fears, anxieties, worries, whatever that is, that's what you take. That's what you let yourself have those feelings, and then you allow yourself to go, I can deal with this. I can process these feelings, my own feelings, they're inside. And that when you process them, that's what the earth energy is about. Remember, it's about digestion, the organs that go with it are the stomach and the spleen. So the whole energy of the earth is about transformation, working with what you're taking in, and transforming into something that is also giving back to life. So that's a beautiful thing. So we're reaping the benefits really of that beautiful earth energy when we do it. So what I'm thinking is just going to do a really quick little shake up warm up, and then we'll move into the dance. Does that sound okay? Good. So, sorry guys, I'm just going to get my screen coming right. Buddha, can you see my dog? Okay, so let's just start with a little shake. Buddha, what are you doing? Shake the shoulders, shake down the torso, move the chi from the sleep, shake out the legs. Okay, let's do a couple of nice deep breaths. So just put a bit of space between your feet, soften your knees, hands on the belly, and 3 nice slow deep breaths. Just breathing out any tension. And consolidating that energy, the life force in your belly. Let's do a couple little shoulder rolls just to move the chi. So I'm going to do 4. This is a little warm up that I like to do in my classes. It just is really good for opening up the shoulders. Then we're going to do elbows, and you can just bend and stretch your knees. And then we're going to do arms. Back straight here. Yep. Good. And then relax. And we're going to come back the other way now. So shoulders back forwards, back forwards, back forwards. And elbows for 4. And then arms. Let's do a couple of little sways. Okay, I'm just going to ask you a question. Put your thumbs up if you want to do the mucka hose. Do you want to do the stretches or not? Yes? Okay, let's do the stretches. We'll just do them quickly. So the first one for the lung and the large intestine, link your thumbs behind your back like that. Nice deep breath in and out. And the next one, I'm going to breathe in. Relax your knees, drop your body forwards. Bring your arms up over your head. One more deep breath, drop your arms and roll up through your spine. Change your grip to the other thumb. Another deep breath in and dropping forwards. And one more breath, rolling up when you're ready. Good. So let's do the ones for the stomach and the spleen now. So this is the ones for the earth dance. So we do a little brush forwards and then bring your leg back. Sorry, so you can see me. And just bring your foot to your bottom. And then change, other leg, brush. And then we're going to go onto our knees. So depending on how your knees are, this might be as far as you get. So you just open up here. And if that's all you want to do, that's fine. Then you can do just a counter stretch forwards. But for the rest of us, let's just push back. Put your hands behind you and push your pelvis up. And when you're ready, putting your bottom down. And then we'll just do a counter stretch forward. So just stretching out. And then coming up. Next one is for the heart and the small intestine. So these are two of those the fine meridians that we're going to be doing in the dance. Bring the soles of your feet together. Put your hands around your ankles. Take a nice deep breath in. Stretch your spine up. And then breathing out, head down towards your toes. Nice deep breaths, just relaxing into the position, no forcing. One more deep breath. And rolling up. And now we're going to stretch our legs forwards. This one's for the kidney and the bladder. So flexing your feet up for this one. Bring your arms up over your head. Take a nice deep breath in. And then dropping forwards over your feet. Just going as far as you can. If you can't go all the way to touch your toes, that's okay. Let your hands just rest wherever they fall. And some nice deep breaths in that position. No pushing, no forcing, just breathing. And then one more breath and rolling up. Now we're just going to let our ankles flop outwards a little bit and soften our knees. This gives an extra stretch, stimulation for the kidney meridian. So take a nice deep breath in again. And then dropping forwards towards your feet, keeping your knees nice and relaxed this time. Hands just coming between your legs. And you should be feeling this stimulation a little bit deeper towards the back of your legs, the inside of your legs as opposed to the direct back. And one more breath and rolling up. And now we're going to cross our legs. So crossing your legs, doesn't matter which leg is in front. And crossing the arms, same thing, doesn't matter which one. This one is for the pericardium and the triple heater, or the heart constrictor and the triple heater. Those two other meridians in the fire element. So take a nice deep breath in, stretch your spine up. And dropping forwards, holding onto your knees. And it's okay if you need to, you can, once you are heading down, you can put your hands on the floor if that makes it easier for you. And rolling up when you're ready. And then we're going to change legs. So changing over, putting the other leg in front and your other arm. Take a nice deep breath in. And again, dropping forwards. And rolling up when you're ready. And then the last one, we're going to open our legs to the side with the liver and the gallbladder. Really good for moving the energy, unblocking and freeing up the chi. So the liver is the one between the legs. And the gallbladder, we're going to it's on the side of the body. So we're going to get a nice side stretch first. So stretch up first, take a nice deep breath in. And then over we go to one side. Keep breathing. And coming up now. And let's change to the other side. So breathing in and over. And coming up. And then we're going to crawl forwards, extra little stimulation for the liver meridian. So just going as far as you can as you reach forwards. I don't know about you guys, but for those of you who are here yesterday, I'm hoping that your body is feeling a bit more flexible and less stiff after our great session yesterday. And then coming up when you've had enough, and that's the mucka hose. So, before we get into the dances, I hope my music's still going to be ready for me. Just take a moment to reflect on any emotional tension that you're aware of, anything that's disturbing your peace or burdening your heart. It can be anything at all. So what I find really useful for myself and Wu Tao, like this is the dance where I've done the shedding and I've done the release through the air and the water, and I've moved the chi through the wood. So whatever is remaining is what I take into the fire. So really ponder on what's present for you right in this moment. And if it's nothing really pressing, then maybe you can reflect back on things that you might be carrying that are a little bit deeper that you may want to take into the dance, just for that purification. Because remember, the fire is the great purifier, you know, and we can offer everything up. So I always say every little subtle thing, everything from the present, everything from the past, and just your intention that that's what you're offering up, even if you're not sure what it is, will also help with that process. So just give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to make sure that the music is working. Yep, I think it is. You guys could all hear that music then, couldn't you? Yes, good. Okay. So you can imagine that you're in a big circle with everyone, and there's a beautiful glowing fire in the middle in front of you, in the middle of the circle, and it's ready for you. Ready to burn up everything that you have to offer it. So we bring our arms up through the side, crossing down to the shoulder and down. Up and cross. Both arms around. Cross. Again, round, cross. Brushing off into the fire everything that disturbs your peace. Again, same thing. And you're welcome to get a bit of a sway going on. Both arms up. Brush. Now we're getting ready. We're going to turn with 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. Back the other way. 1, 2, 3. Change your weight. To the other side. Back, 2, 3. Now we release up, letting everything go. And we spin around on the spot. Other side. Open. And open. And spin. Now we're going to come towards the fire. 1 for 8 steps, arms doing the same position. And just reflecting on everything that disturbs your peace and burdens your heart. And now we step back and we offer it to the fire. Everything goes in. Now we're galloping. So gallop. And the arms are going down and up. In our tiny little circles. Now when you're ready, we're going to turn the other way. Same step. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, back. We're going to turn 3 steps. 1, 2, 3, and back, 2, 3, change. 1, 2, 3, back, 2, 3, change. Arm up, release, offer, spin. Other side, up, freeing everything. Into the fire, here we go. Sacred moment. Deep breath, arms crossing, reflecting on what's there, giving it all up to the spine. Brush, 2, 3, 4, galloping again, down, up, down, up, arms down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and step, turn the other way, down. If you feel like doing anything free with your crosses, you can do a little turn, whatever you feel like doing. And now we do a free dance. We come into the fire. Imagine that fire in front of you. And just imagine that fire burning all the way. And your job is to just offer, release, receive the fire, take it into every part of your body. Now we're stepping back. Now we're going to do a little bow. So you can turn whichever way to your partners. Other way. One more bow to all of us. Back to the beginning now. So right arm comes up. Cross and down. Left. Now this is where you remember. Here I am. Understood. Right arm. Here I am. Spirit resting. Peaceful joy. Last brush. 3 steps to the sides. Turn. Back, 2, 3, change. 1, 2, 3. Back, 2, 3, change. Arm up. Back. Up. Back. Spin around. Both arms. And open. Back. Open. Back. Spin. Little bows. Other side. To each other in a circle. Hands up. Just meeting each other. Imagine that you're in a beautiful circle, connected. And we can look each other in the eye now. We're resting in our own peaceful joy of our true self. Good. Okay, so let's keep going into the earth. Give me 2 seconds. I'll just get the music if I can work out how to do it. Okay. Do you need to have a mouthful of water? Have a little mouthful. Okay, so the earth dance is next. And now that we've transformed that chi and we can drop into that center, this is the time where we're going to give thanks. So we start this dance facing east, wherever that is for you. Face whichever direction you need to find east. And we move around sunwise. So we go east, north, west, south in the southern hemisphere. So I'll start facing this way. That's okay for you guys, great. And we will start now. So close your eyes. Relax your feet into the earth. Just opening your heart, your body and your mind, receiving everything coming your way with trust and gratitude. We're going to brush the right foot first. Cross it over and bend. Cross. Grab your foot. Left arm comes up. And a little half bow. Foot down. Other side. Left. Brush. Grab your foot. And half foot. Hands together now. Step forwards. Bow. Other foot. Bow. Step back. Both arms up. Down through the centre. We're going to go to the floor now. Push the pelvis up. Little bow. Pushing back. Rolling up. And turning quarter of a turn. Brushing with the right foot. Back. Bend. Left arm up. Up through. Left foot now. Brush. Brush back. Grab your foot. Bend. Right arm up. Little bow. Hands together. Step forwards. And back. And step forwards. And back. Step back. Both arms up. Hands down, knees down, little bow, push back, little bow forward, tuck your toes, coming up, both thumbs up, bow, and turn, quarter of a turn, and brush, brush, grab the foot, bend. Brush, brush, arm up, and bow. Hands together, stepping forwards, giving thanks. Step back, both thumbs up. Pushing back. Tuck your toes. Coming up. Both thumbs up. Last time. Brush. Back. Arm up. Other side. Brush. Brush. Arm up. Stepping forwards. And back. Step forwards. And back. Feet together, arms up. This time we're going to stay on the floor. Pressing up. Little bow. Sitting back on your legs. Arms up. When you're ready to move, if you want to get yourself a little mouthful of water. And make yourself comfortable, because we will do a short meditation before we go into learning the surrender dance. So for those of you who I haven't met before, who are maybe not as familiar with Wu Tao, the surrender dance came quite a long time after the 5 element dances. And, you know, I had the idea for a long time, but I didn't really know really what it was all about. But I meditated on it, and I knew the dance was there. And the message I got was that, you know, now you've cleared the energy coming down into your body, so that now you can really surrender to the life force and let the life force be the driving force in your life. It's like being another level of alignment. And it definitely was like that for me when I was creating the dance. It took me a long, long time to actually create the dance. I had the music, Steve did the music for 3 years before I was able to actually bring the dance forth. And it was a long, slow birth. And I was very lucky enough to do it with Ulla McAllister, who was our very first teacher in WA. And she really was prompting me. She was like the midwife. She was like, come on, Michelle, you've got to get this new dance out, come on. And one day she just came over and she goes, that's it, we are going to do this dance today. And we did. It took a while, took a few hours, but she was there to help me bring that dance forward. And when we did to the very last step, when we were choreographing it, we both collapsed on the floor. It was really like a birth. It was pretty amazing. So this dance really completes the class for those of you who are going to classes, or for those of you who are teaching it. You know, it really takes everyone to a whole different level, because it's another level of surrender. So what we're doing is those first 5 dances are really like just clearing out all the dross in the meridians, in your emotional, in your mental bodies. Okay, you're really clearing that out. So then you can really surrender, because then the energy can flow. There isn't so much blockage as you move forward. So you're not coming up against a lot of resistance as you follow the chi. I hope that makes sense, because that's what the dance was all about, was really about allowing that extra depth of alignment with the life force. So you're meeting less resistance in your life. And to be honest, that's what Wu Tao can do, is that it makes life a lot... it's not that the challenges aren't there, it's just that you're able to navigate them with a bit more grace in a way, a bit more dancing grace, because there's less resistance, there's less fear, there's less anxieties and worries that you're carrying. So you can just go, okay, I can deal with that. And so it's that you'll find an easy way forward. So that's definitely how Wu Tao works for me, and I hope for you too. So if you want to just close your eyes, we'll just do a little bit of a meditation before we get into learning the dance, which I'm going to modify because there's a few steps in there that I don't think there's any way we can do online. We'll think about that for next time. So just some nice deep breaths. Relaxing your muscles and your bones. Relaxing your neck and your shoulders. And just reflecting on your body and noticing any areas where there's tension, where there's holding, where there's fear. As we move into the dance, we'll be moving our bodies into letting go of control, releasing into all those places where we're trying to maintain control out of fear, out of resistance. So noticing in your body where you hold the tension, where you hold the effort of trying. And just allow yourself to drop into that space of being willing to surrender to the life force, knowing that the life force holds you in the deepest love, the highest regard, that the life force wants you to grow, to become more. So just take your breath now into your belly. Become aware of any anxieties, any worries. Any worries that make you hold on, make you want to think your way through every situation, keep you in control. And take a deep breath and relax your belly. Just allowing that fear to dissipate. Now take a deep breath into your heart. And just reflecting on how you control the opening and the closing of your heart to others. And as you're breathing, just inviting the life force to guide you, to inspire you. And the words I like to use for this surrender dance is not my will, divine will. So every movement in this dance is an opportunity to surrender my will, my effort, my fear, my control, my trying. Not my will, divine will. And just that willingness will allow that process to happen. So when you're ready, we're going to open our eyes and I'm going to take you through some of the beginning movements. I'm not sure that we'll get to do some of the really tricky ones down the end, for those of you who are really familiar with this dance. Some of them, they'll take a long time to learn in the class, so maybe that's another whole lesson there. But we'll start with some at the beginning and we'll put the music on and we might have a nice free dance at the end. So I'm just going to get the chair away. I'm going to go through it without the music first so you can get a real sense of it, but I'll go through quite quickly. So we finished the earth dance sitting on the floor like this. So whenever you when the music starts for the surrender dance, all we do is we change position and we bring ourselves to a cross leg position, and when we're doing it together in a group, we wriggle out into a circle so that we're all facing in towards the centre. And then the first thing we're going to do is start spiralling. So it's going to look mirrored to you, but we spiral to the right first. And like I said, every movement, and we do this 4 times around, you are relaxing into your tissues and your muscles, and you're surrendering, you're giving up the tension, the holding for 4. We do this 3 times, and 1 more 4. Back to the centre. Right, now we're going to spiral. It's like you're just going to move your spine like this, stretching it up, and then we're going to go back down like that, like a snake. So we go side to side. 1, 2, stretching your spine up. This helps to free up the energy in your spine, helps to move, allow the chi to move. And then down for 4, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to do a bigger release, a bigger surrender. So just put your hands behind you and you let go a little bit deeper as you spiral around. For 2, 1 more, 3. And the last one, put your foot into the floor and you keep spiraling, you keep turning, and we come around till we're standing. And if you need to use your hands on the floor, that's fine. Just get yourself standing up as well as you can. Then we just got our feet together and we're continuing that spiral movement. That helps to free up the chi, and again, it's about us surrendering to the life force. So now we're going to do it with our hips to the right. So we do side, back, forwards for 4, 2. Every movement, letting go for 4. And then we go to the left, 4, 2, 3, 4. And now we're going to make a figure 8 and we're going to step to the right at the same time. So our feet are going step together. Now the hips are going forwards and then the other side. So right hip, bring your feet together, left hip, right hip, left hip for 4. Then we go back the other way. So it's left hip, circle, right hip, left hip, right hip, left hip, right hip, left hip, right hip. Okay. And then from there we're going to take the release, the surrender, into our whole rib cage here. So we're going to drop and we just lean out. And then we step over and we do the same thing to the other side. Step out. So let's just keep it going straight. And we do this 4 times. 2, 3, 4. Opening up the ribs. Nothing to hold on to in the ribs for 4. Okay, now if you're in a class, for those of you teachers that are on the screen, in the class, we would do that, but we're turning. So we go to the right, the left, bring your foot across, and now we do a quarter of a turn and pivot. So we do the right shoulder again. Quarter of a turn, pivot, right shoulder out, and 1 more. So we've done a whole little square, okay? And then we surrender into the heart. And now the surrender goes into the heart, and this one is a step. We step forwards onto the right, and it's like you gather and at the same time you come back, right? So that's the right. Now, I'm just wondering how to teach this. So we step forward, we drag your foot in. Now we're going to do a half turn and face the back and do the step forward onto your left. Draw your foot in. Now we're going to do a quarter turn to the right onto your right foot, and we do a half turn to the left onto the left foot. Now we're going to face out of the circle and you do a quarter turn onto your right, draw it into your heart. We do a half turn facing onto the left, a quarter turn to the right, and a half turn onto the left. So you should be dancing a little square. Half, quarter, half, quarter, half, quarter, half, quarter. If you can remember half, quarter, and if all that fails, just keep changing legs. So if you want, you can just do this. Okay, and if you feel like going to a side, you can. All right? Okay, got that? Then the next is an even bigger surrender. It's like when I get to this part of the dance, I think, oh please, I just want to let everything go. So it's a big lunge out to the right. It's like, oh, I don't want to hold anything. I want to completely, I'm surrendering everything. So it's right, left. Now we drop forward onto the, take one step on the left, drop onto the right foot, and then call the energy to you. Step back, left, right, onto your left, and just bring the right leg up, and then it's like you can just feel all this life force flowing down through and filling you up through your body. And we repeat that all again to the other side. So we open, and it's like, oh, I don't want to carry anything around. I want complete alignment. Okay, so that's those two big ones. The next section is some spinning, and that's the bit I'm going to leave out because it's a little bit tricky, I think. So what we'll do then is we'll move into a free dance, okay, nice free dance. And then at the end, when I say we're coming to the end now, we're going to step over to the right, step over to the left, step towards the centre, and step back to the back, and then we gather everything together and we spin, draw the energy up, open to the centre. Then we step forwards and it's like, here I am. Another step, drop the arms down and just pause there for a moment. Okay, should we give it a go with the music? Yeah? Okay. Here we go. Oh, that's not the right music. Sorry, guys. So sitting on the floor, actually, hold on a tick. So find yourself sitting on the floor. Yeah, cross-legged. I'm popping the music on now. And we're just breathing up your spine first. Just breathing and relaxing. It's just the intro. Dropping into the stream. Just preparing for a deeper surrender. And if you're not already cross-legged, now is the time to cross your legs. We're going to spiral round to the right. For 4, 1, 2. Every movement a release. For 3 and 4. And now draw your energy up the spine, side to side like the snake. Lengthening up, drawing the energy up. And down. Energy coming into your sacrum now. It's a bigger release. Use your hands as you spiral around. 2. One more. Now push floor and just spiraling up out of the floor until you're standing. Now our hips are going to the right, round, for 4, 2, 3, giving everything up now, everything up to the life force, to the left now. You're giving everything over to the divine. The divine knows the way. It's in perfect alignment. Now we're going to step to the right, left. Figure 8 with the hips, 2. Right hip, left hip. Right hip, left hip. Back the other way. Left hip, right. Left hip, right. Left hip, right. Left hip, right. Now we're going to open the ribs. Nothing to hold on to there. Release. Same step. You can do a little turn if you want. I'll just keep going straight. Now we release into the heart. So, forwards. Around the half turn. Quarter to turn. Half a turn. Quarter. And half. Quarter. And half. Release everything now. Nothing to carry. No more fear. Call the energy to you. Receive it. To the left. Call the energy. It's a free dance now. So aligning yourself with the life force. Let it dance here. Close your eyes. You and the life force are one being, one with the flow. Coming to the last section now. Step onto the right, arms over. Onto the left. To the right foot. And left. And gather everything to you. Drawing the energy up through your crown. Open. Stepping forwards now. I'm here. We are one. Good. So guys, I think just to finish off, I'm going to find one more little piece of music just to relax to. So just make yourself very comfortable. Give me 3 seconds while I just find another piece of music for you. So nice deep breaths. Close your eyes. And it's just these few moments to enjoy the peace, the love. There's nothing to do but rest. Just allowing that remembrance of love, of your true self. To return to flow through every cell in your body, in your heart, your mind. There's no need for words. When you know who you are, every action, every thought and feeling is part of the divine dance. And you are completely safe, deeply loved and supported through everything, through every experience. And your only task now is to enjoy it. You are one with the flourishing of life in all its expressions. You are one with nature in all its beauty. You are home, home in love. Home in the joy and the peace of your own nature. That love is expanding beyond your body. It's reaching out into every corner of the universe. So whenever you're ready, take a nice deep breath in, exhale, open your eyes, staying with your presence as you open your eyes into the world, remembering that your truth, the love is inside you always. Well, everyone, thank you. I hope that was okay. Not the down, and with the surrender, not the down.
That was beautiful, Michelle. Thank you.
Good. That was fun. You really have no idea from this end what, if anything's working at all, really, do you?
Yeah, I love the surrender. Because today my intention is set to be just be, not like rushing around trying. So yeah, so surrender helped me to do that. Thank you, Michelle.
Yeah, great. My pleasure. Love to see you, Jenny. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the surrender dance is, you know, once you get into doing all those 7 dances in the sequence, you know, it's really, really powerful, that dance. It's like it just takes your whole being to another level, you know, because you just go, wow, oh, yes, I can release a little bit more of that control, and then you just really feel that alignment. It's really beautiful. So, yeah, keep working on that surrender.
It actually reminds me of our teacher training in Bali when we're doing this surrender dance at the deck. It was so beautiful. Yeah, so I recall that moment for me, and yeah, I remembered the dance somehow. Yeah. Thank you, Michelle.
My pleasure. Thank you, Linda. Thanks for coming every week too.
Thank you.
See you next time.
Yeah, see you next time. Thanks, Josephine.
Bye.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, Michelle. Thank you. It was fabulous.
Yeah, thanks, Sue. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Thanks, Michelle. I'm a friend of Sue's.
Yeah. Oh, hi.
Hi. Alison.
Oh, how are you?
Yeah, Alison comes to Wu Tao when she came.
Wonderful. Yeah.
Training as well. But
Yeah. Yeah. You're lucky you've got a fantastic teacher there.
Yep.
Really like the meditation, I think.
Oh, good.
Powerful.
Good. Yeah. Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Michelle.
Thank you so much.
Thank
My
you.
pleasure. Yeah.
Hope you can come again. Thank you.
Yeah. Who is that?
Uh,
I can't see your name.
Donna?
Donna. Oh, there you go.
Hi, Michelle. Hi.
Yeah, hi. Good to
I've
see
wanted to do a class with you for probably over a decade, so thank you. It's been I'm in Tasmania, so it's been I was so I don't know, so excited to touch base with you here. Thank you.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yes, I can't see your name, but I'm so glad you could make it. So we've been in contact.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so thank you so much. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely, my pleasure. Well, guys, thank you all for coming. There'll be another class on next Sunday and then Monday. We're going to be running these free sessions all the way till the end of June, so we've got another month. Then we'll see what's going to happen after that. Okay, so we'll make the most of it. And don't forget, if you want to go and watch any of the replays, they're on YouTube. I've sent you some of the links, but they're also on YouTube. Just go to Wu Tao Dance. We've got lots of videos up there. Yeah. And if you want to leave a comment, that'd be awesome, because then that will help us get the word out to more people can enjoy Wu Tao. So please go there, and if you like something, then like it, or your comments are very wonderful. All right, guys. Mwah. Have a wonderful day.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for coming.
Pleasure. It was perfect.
I remember this lady taught us before.
Bye, Sue.
Sorry.
Sorry. Someone said something, but I missed it.
Karen, you say something, is it? Or okay.
But I really enjoy. I'm Karen's mother. She's Karen.
Okay.
I'm Sunoi. Yeah, I really enjoy your sessions, Michelle. They
Oh, thank
so
you.
powerful. Makes my day always. Thank you.
That's good. No, my pleasure. Yeah.
Bless you, Michelle. Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you. Thank you very much. Hopefully I'll one day meet you in Singapore. You're in Singapore, aren't you?
Yeah, we're in
Linda,
Singapore.
yeah.
Yeah, we know Wu Tao through Linda.
Yes, of course you do.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, hopefully one day soon we'll get to Singapore.
Would like to learn more dances. Yeah.
Yeah. And you're lucky you've also got the wonderful Linda there to guide you.
Yes,
Yeah.
she's very good.
She is very good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
All
Yeah.
right, guys. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful
Thank
week.
you.
Next week.
Bye.
Okay.
Have a
Yeah,
lovely
thank
day.
you.
Much for
Bye.
coming.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
See you. Bye.